ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು ಬಂದಿದ್ದೆ ತುಂಬ ಸಂತೋಷ. This much Kannada I learned from Anushka Shetty garu. For all of us, Sweetie Shetty. Actually, her name is Sweetie Shetty, the certificate name. Cinemala, she became Anushka Shetty. So first I have to thank Pushpa ma'am for distributing this film in Karnataka. And I have to thank our associates, Sridhar sir, Ravi Shankar sir, or Raju sir. So we have a great team, and from the time we arrived here, the hospitality of Kannada hospitality, I call it, it's really, really grand, and thank you so much. And Pratap sir, thank you so much for receiving us, giving us a great hospitality. Regarding this film, sometimes I say it's maybe serendipity, what we call. The woman from Western Ghats, our Mangaluru girl, Sweetie Shetty, Anushka Shetty, and it's written that she will act as a Ghati of the Eastern Ghats. She was born here as in the Western Ghats, and now she's playing as a Ghati. The Ghati means in Eastern Ghats. Actually, the story is happening in Andhra Odisha border. There you have Eastern Ghats. In the Ghats, there are these people called Ghatis. It's the same word, we will say in Kannada Gatta. Gatta. In Telugu we say Gattu actually. From that Sanskrit word it became Ghat in English. So the people who live in these Ghats, they are Ghatis. And each Ghati can carry 100 to 150 kgs and they can trek the mountains. They're very strong people. These are the people who laid the roads in the British times with their blood and sweat. But this time, they will be used as mules to carry some things like ganja, some narcotics kind of. And these people are very strong people, very creative built people. And we want to tell a story of these things. In Eastern Ghats, nobody ever told a story. And we got very exciting characters where Anushka ma'am is playing Sheelavati and Vikram Prabhu sir, and he has come from a great cinematic royal lineage, and as an actor I really love him, I have seen all his characters. So we have Anushka Shetty ma'am as Sheelavati and Vikram Prabhu sir as Desi Razu, strong Ghati characters. We got a great locations, full-on action films and great human emotions. And the film is around 2 hours and 36 minutes. And from the minute 1 till the end, you will see a nice citizen rush. These days, if there is a 1 minute, 2 minutes lag also, we are taking the phones. But in this film, you will never get a chance to look at your phone. That will be that gripping and that adrenaline rush actually. We are so proud of the film we have done. And we are looking forward to show it to the audience on September 5th, this Friday. Once again, I thank Pushpa ma'am. In Telugu, I will say, Manishiki upiri anta avasaramo, bhasha anta avasaramo. Basically. So it's like our soul, it's our breath actually. The language is the breath. We have planned this film. And we made this film primarily in Telugu. Then we dubbed in Kannada, Tamil, Hindi, Malayalam. So for every film to reach the promotion levels and everything, we have our producers have taken the conscious decision. We are releasing the movie on September 5th in Telugu and Tamil. Then after a week actually, we plan to release this film in Hindi, then Malayalam and Kannada. And when you release in the pan-India kind of thing, it's depending on a lot of promotion activities which we have to cover a lot of cities. There's a lot of financial things involved when you are doing. So it's a conscious decision from our producer Rajiv Reddy garu and from UV Films. So we want to see the success in the primary language which we shot. And many films are that is happening. 1 week, after 1 week, we want to travel to all the languages. Before coming, we dubbed it, and the songs are sounding so beautiful. Another example, we'll take the recent example, Sue from So. It released in Kannada first actually, and they had a great release, and most of the filmmakers and fans of, I will call it again, the Shetty clan, what we are talking. So we all went there and we have watched it in Kannada version actually in theaters. Some of us actually, we requested the queue there and we watched it in Kannada. After 1 week, it got released in Telugu, and it's flying colors, that kind of thing. The numbers are so huge. Same thing, many films that are happening, and there are another reasons also to come like that. For example, Malayalam, we don't want to release on the September 5th because it's a Onam festival and there are many releases out there, and we want to wait for a week. Hindi, we want to wait for 1 week. Other reason being, we didn't get the title Ghati there, so it will release in the name of Sheelavati, the Ghati Queen. So what we did, because of Anushka Shetty ma'am and Vikram Prabhu sir and all the things, we concentrated first week to release in 2 languages. Then Kannada, Hindi and Malayalam we want to release, and we need a lot of support and we are expecting a huge success from Telugu version. And after that, we'll go to the other version. And I want to wrap it up. So we 3 sat here. Generally on set, in Pushpa ma'am's place, Anushka ma'am will be there. She is from Karnataka. I am from Telugu states, and he is from Tamil Nadu. One country, 3 different languages, and we all welcome people coming. I asked Sweetie, teach me a little Kannada. So we respect languages. Krishna Deva Raya, the great king. He wrote in all languages. And he ruled. That entire. We are all one country, and we are all from one linguistics, but no different languages we speak. And I'm sure this film will be a huge success in Telugu. We are expecting you give us energy, you give us support. Make sure you please watch it, and it won't disappoint you. There are great human emotions, very strong human emotions, because Sheelavati character Anushka Shetty ma'am is playing, from Arundhati to Saroja Vedam to Bahubali Devasena to Bhagmati. She had done some extraordinary iconic roles in Indian cinema, Indian filmography. And Vikram Prabhu Garu, a vast filmography with different genres. We all put our efforts, and first we are releasing it in Telugu and Tamil, then in Kannada, Hindi and Malayalam. And I'm sure that this success in Telugu Tamil will help us to get that forward in all other languages. Any questions on that? While we starting the film itself, she told that I want to because Anushka, it's really, she's sweet. I worked with her 15 years ago in Vedam. How she was the same children-like soul, very beautiful soul. Of course, a superstardom after 15 years and a great performer. When we went and narrated this film, she was very selective. You all know that, every filmmaker from every language, they're going and narrating to her. But story has to excite her, and the character really it has to bring her out and to come and act. That time she told that, I won't be coming to for the promotions. And we didn't question anything. I told the Sweetie ma'am, it's her choice, her thing, and we accepted that actually respectfully. And she said, she won't be, we are okay. And then yesterday in a Telugu press meet, I told, Sweetie's performance is enough, her promotions is not required for this film. So you will see a Viswarupam of her in screen actually. And there are her reasons, and we'll respect all her reasons. It's ready, sir, actually. No, she didn't dub her thing. Telugu also she didn't dub. Why means, in my 15 years back, she didn't dub actually. Now Tamil she didn't dub, or Kannada, Hindi she didn't dub actually. But I will ask this question why kind of thing. But she never dubbed, in Bahubali to any other film, she didn't dub. Yes, sir. No, she didn't. She can speak Telugu as well. That's her preference, basically. Most of the some of the actors they don't dub actually, and Sweetie Ma'am didn't dub actually. That's again her choice. But yeah, exactly. There are many like that, and there are many like this. There are several people who come from different languages. They won't dub in Telugu, right? Actually, she didn't dub actually, and that's the reason. Of course, you see that Vikram sir, he's from Tamil Nadu, but he dubbed in Telugu. Of course, he learned the accent. That's not very easy thing, but he went through that and he dubbed actually. There's some actors will do, some actors don't. First, actually, when Sridhar Garu and Ravi Garu and so they came to us, we don't know that. I was in my room, working on some the material. Then Rajiv Reddy Garu called me upstairs to his room. Then he said, Sridhar, who's distributing our film, PA Film? I said, yeah, Pushpa Arun Kumar, does this name ring a bell to you? The same time, she came to Hyderabad, promoting her new film. I heard actually, then I looked at Yasha's mother. He said, yes, Yasha's mother. And it's very beneficial for us, basically, coming from the family, and she's promoting. So it became such a huge news in Telugu that mother of a superstar, a great star and great actor, Yash, so mom is doing this one, and that you will have a little more credibility and people will look out to it and they will and it will help us to reach more eyeballs, and in that way I'm very happy. And after that, it's been 1.5 years we are in Bangalore. The interaction with her, and I can say that same energy, enthusiasm, passion she had for filmmaking and storytelling. And she told our girl, Anushka Shetty. So for that, I want to get this film. And she really liked the Ghati trailer, whatever promotion material we have put out. And for the purpose, she is doing that. And of course, she's doing, I know that, what the USP for her to distribute this film is Anushka Shetty. And at the same time, we all come to the film to see Sweetie Garu and Vikram Garu. We come for the spectacle, we come for the new locations, a new story, new characters, new drama, new cinematic experience. And at the same time, you all come for Sweetie, and while going, you will feel the soul of heart in your heart and you will leave the theatre. That's the promise I can make. Yes, sir. So in Eastern Ghats, one mountain gives the shadow to another mountain. In those mountains, one ganja weed called Shilavati that comes. If you go to Google and if you just put Andhra Odisha border, Eastern Ghats, ganja, Shilavati, it's a huge ecosystem there too. There are many anti-social elements, but there are different people. The ganja is a social issue, and every government is putting their foot on to curb these things. It became because it reached from the Eastern Ghats, it's reaching several schools, it's reaching different mothers' tears, and it's a big menace. It happened. So our writer Chintakanta Srinivasrao, he is a journalist actually. He traveled extensively. He told me about these the people who are used as mules there, the Ghatis, and the characters are very exciting. Nobody ever shot in Eastern Ghats were the first people. We have seen the visuals actually, and to capture that, we did fly drones. We went to the mountains, and from one mountain we tried to capture other mountain. If mountains have a soul, we were able to capture it. If mountains have as a sound, we were able to get it on our background music. So very new, and it happens right next to us actually. It's a great story to be told. And again, as I started with a girl from Western Ghats, and she came and she became the queen of Eastern Ghats now. And I'm very excited about this journey of Sweetie Ma'am also. It's a fictitious story, sir, but these are the incidents that are happening in that world. and we were able to write a story on that, and we are able to capture that. So, every director's filmmaker's life is like a roller coaster, sir. And from Gamyam to Ghat, my first film Gamyam made as Savari in Kannada with Jacob sir. And from my first film, there are several mountains I climbed, and sometimes I fell down actually. But Ghati will be a peak of mountain, and which will climb, in a flying colors. So I'm very happy. Some didn't give a good result basically, but we are looking forward. Past and now present is Ghati, and I'm breathing and hoping that Ghati will be a huge success, and I can see all the elements in that, and I'm sure that will bring bells to the audience. Good one, sir. So there is a reason actually why Sweetie Garu named Sheelavati in the movie. There is a nice subplot and subtext, and why he is named as Desi Razu. You will understand if in the film, if she is the in the same place, in the same mountains, you get to know a tulsi at one side, and you will get a ganja at other side. We have there Trinada. Exactly. So everybody will be have, you have seen victim, a criminal and a legend. Like all of us, like Sir asked, we all will fall down, but we have to gather up, and we have to raise level into a legend. Like how a caterpillar becomes a butterfly, every human being, we are constantly evolving. Uh, we have Trinada Vratam actually, or if you wiki Trinada, there are some of the pujas actually. Our priests will say, okay, we need to put tulsi to the god Shiva, and we have to put a little bit of ganja. A fistful of ganja is for God. God has created that actually, tulsi. A fistful is for the God. If you keep selling in a baskets actually, some people will do because they don't have any other means of survival, long days actually. That's kind of survival. But if you are doing vehicles after vehicles, you're being a part, then it's not survival actually. You lost your identity, you became a criminal, you became one of the evil in the society. You can just say that, I'm a guardian, I'm just carrying it, someone else is, making me carry that. I'm just paying this thing, I'm just getting my coolie. That won't work. In the film, in every of my film, I will make sure that's told in a large canvas, and we have deep, extreme human emotions. At the same time, beautifully told in a very entertainment way. I'm proud that I'm able to gather everything in a writing stage with the help of our team, and I'm even more prouder that I got actors like Vikram Prabhu and the amazing Anushka Shetty ma'am, and her Viswarupam sir, you will see, and Ravindra Vijay sir, who acted really great, and you will see Chaitanya Rao sir, from Telugu. It's almost first time he's playing as a villain. Jagvat Babu sir. From Malayalam we have Harish Paradi sir. From Tamil again we have John Vijay sir, VTV Ganesh sir. So it's a blend of actors from every language, but they are the great actors who will really fit the bill for that character, sir. When you are watching the film, you will see their performances fighting with each other. I'm so proud of this film, and as you say, sir, this will be till now this will really reach the peaks of my storytelling, and it will reach the peaks of the commercial success.
ಅಮ್ಮ ನಿಮಗೆ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ, ನೀವು ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿನ ಎಷ್ಟು ಹೀರೋ?
Good evening to everyone. Thank you, Pushpaman, for distributing our movie and being so hospitable today. I think this is the first time I'm actually meeting you all the been in the industry for a while. I'm sure you all know we have a very deep-rooted connection here in Bangalore. My father, all his cousins, they all studied here at Bishop Cotton. So So it goes back way back, and my grandfather Tata we came here, stayed in Windsor Manor for one of the New Years. One of the New Years we came and spent. So I have wonderful memories of Bangalore, walking up and down Brigade Road. Came all the way from Chennai once, cousins and all of us. We drove down just to come have KFC over here. So wonderful memories here. I was just telling Krishgaru how nice the city is looking, and you have a wonderful airport. Very jealous about it. And we're coming from Hyderabad airport, so even he's jealous about it. So it's wonderful to be here. I think I have to thank Krish Garu to give me this Desirajan character. He came home. He called me and he came home to Chennai. And he came and explained this amazing world of Gati and the characters of Gati. And he told me about my character. And then after half an hour, then we started listening to the whole story. And he just transported me into that world, and it was such a wonderful, experience. And to have that as a film today for you all to watch throughout India in different languages, but mainly in Telugu, I'm just so happy. I'm just so happy because every single person from Sweetie Garu, Anushka Garu, and there's wonderful actors in this movie. They all put in their effort, and I just had a wonderful time being part of this amazing team and a wonderful captain of the ship. But I would say India is one of India's best writers is Krish Garu, and he's even proving his director metal by doing different genres. He doesn't stick to one kind of genre. If he, the hyperlink from Vedam and in Tamil it is Vanam. I've been enjoying his work, and he always tries different things. Of late, the entire biopics, to be able to prove himself. He loves cinema, and I love cinema. I keep trying different things, and I think that's why we connected. And with this whole trip of completing Gadi and bringing it to you, it's just been a wonderful feeling. I'm yes. I love cinema. The kind of subjects that I started off with in the industry itself. My first movie, which was Kunti, it is a very offbeat subject. When I first started, they all asked me why I wasn't doing a commercial subject where I can just go show off that I can dance, or I can fight, or I can just do some heroism. I didn't want to do that. I've always respected and loved cinema that way. And because of my decisions, I've done various styles of movie, be it of late Irugapatru or Tanakaram. Tanakaran subject and all, the director was holding the subject for almost 8 years. He was walking around, he almost reached 20 to 25 heroes. It didn't happen. When he finally reached me, he told me he tried to reach me 2 years before that. But I don't know, maybe I wasn't true. He couldn't get a hold of me. As soon as I heard it, I loved it. I had my questions and I asked, and they said, okay. Such subjects don't come see the mainstream most of the time. Like that, when a good story comes, when a good character comes, I first see that. Then it becomes a larger vision of is it good cinema. So right now, Gati is good cinema, and we all have brought life to the character. So I would be proud in that aspect rather than trying to differentiate or minuscule or do anything, because cinema is larger than anything. For me, also to answer the question earlier, I'm sure all of you have seen Korean or German movies or anything with subtitles. We never asked for any kind of dubbing those days. If it came in English, we'd be very happy. And I think cinema, like although it is pan India, cinema is a language and medium where we can get the world together. That's all it is. For me, it's 3 years. That's why I go. I'll be speaking in Tamil. I do 3 years, that's why I'll be speaking in Telugu. I'm here, I'm listening to Kannada, that's all it is. And when he came approached me, first question I asked him was like, sir, you're a wonderful artist there, why you came to me? And because he's a well-established director, and for me, my first thing is like he's seen me in that role. How do I achieve that? That is my first question, and I see if I actually can see myself in that role. And when I heard it, and we sat for almost 4 hours, and I loved our interaction. And I think he's also a lover of cinema. I'm also a lover of cinema, so we could just gel immediately, and we wanted to achieve this dream, and we have. So when he came, the only thing I said was I will dub it in Telugu, and I was actually happy I dubbed in Telugu. Although he only gave me 95 marks because when he heard my Tamil, he was like, "That's 100." So if I ever do a straight Kannada, I will see to it that I will try to dub in Kannada. And I would also like to say that I was very close to Punitana. He used to call and watch every movie, and he'll call and he'll tell me. And one relation is my second movie, even Varamadri, Anna did it here. I think it was Chanakya or Chakraviva or something. Yeah, Chakraviva. And he saw the movie. He saw it in Tamil only. He loved it. Him and Shivana, they met me during, they were in Chennai for 100 years of cinema. And both of them got a hold of my hand and they just stood there and they kept talking. And I was just in cloud nine, you know. And I've been watching all their movies since young. So I mean, I think there's a wonderful camaraderie amongst all our actors to get some good work out there. I don't think we think that language is a barrier. We just want to make it. You know, Pan India is getting everyone together. We just put in the language so more people can watch it. That's all. So I'm just asking for the support from all of you. Thank you.
ಆಯ್ತಾ, ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ನೀವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಬಂದಿರೋದು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಲ್ ಖುಷಿ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ನನಗೆ. ಇದೇ ತರ ನೀವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಬಂದು ನಮ್ದು ಯಾವುದೇ ಮುಂದಿನ ಕೆಲಸಗಳಿಗೂ ನಿಮ್ ಸಪೋರ್ಟ್ ತುಂಬಾ ಬೇಕು. ಇವಾಗ ನಾನು ತಗೊಂಡಿರೋ ಘಾಟಿ ಸಿನಿಮಾಗೆ ನಿಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಪ್ರೋತ್ಸಾಹ ಬೇಕು. ಇದೇ ತರ ನೀವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಥಿಯೇಟ್ರಿಗೆ ಬಂದು ಸಿನಿಮಾ ನೋಡಿ ನೀವುಗಳು ನಮ್ಗೆ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಪ್ರೋತ್ಸಾಹ ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕು. ಮೊದಲನೇದಾಗಿ ಪ್ರೆಸ್ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ, ಮೀಡಿಯಾದವ್ರಿಗೆ, ಪೇಪರ್ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ನಾನು ರಿಕ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ, ನೀವುಗಳೆಲ್ಲ ಬರೆದು ನೀವೆಲ್ಲ ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ನಮ್ಗೆ ತಲುಪಿಸಿದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಮುಂದಿನ ದಿನಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಖುಷಿಯಾಗಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಈಸಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಆಯ್ತಾ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ನನಗೇನಂದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಹುಡುಗಿ, ಕನ್ನಡದ ಹುಡುಗಿ ಅನುಷ್ಕಾ ಶೆಟ್ಟಿ, ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತಾ. ನಾವು ಅನುಷ್ಕಾ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ, ಇವ್ರು ಸ್ವೀಟಿ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರಂತೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಅನುಷ್ಕಾ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಒಂದು ನಮ್ಮನೆ ಮಗಳಿದ್ದಂಗೆ. ಹಂಗಾಗಿ ನನಗೆ ತಗೋಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ನಾವು ಲೇಡಿ ಆಗಿದ್ರಿಂದ ಲೇಡೀಸ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋಣ ಅಂತ ಮನ್ಸಿಗೆ ಬಂದಿದ್ರಿಂದ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇದನ್ನೇ ನಾವು ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ. ಇದೇ ತರ ಮುಂದಿನ ದಿನಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಇವ್ರ ಬ್ಯಾನರು, ನಮ್ಮ ಬ್ಯಾನರು ಎಲ್ಲ ಸೇರಿ ಒಳ್ಳೊಳ್ಳೆ ಸಿನಿಮಾಗಳಾಗ್ಲಿ, ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಆಗ್ಲಿ ತಗೊಳ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತೀವಿ. ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ನಿಮ್ ಸಪೋರ್ಟ್ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಹಿಂಗೆ ಇರ್ಲಿ. ಮುಂದಿನ ದಿನಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಹಿಂಗೆ ಒಳ್ಳೊಳ್ಳೆ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ನಿಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಸಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಇರಲಿ. ಇಷ್ಟೇ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು. ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಒಂದು 100 ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ. ಈಗ ಮುಂದಿನ ದಿನಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ. ಯಾರು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾನೊಬ್ಳೆ. ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಅವ್ರ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಓಲ್ಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಟಿದೀವಿ. ತೆಲುಗುನ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ನೋಡ್ಲಿ ಜನ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಕನ್ನಡನ ಅಪ್ರೋಚ್ ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಟೈಮ್ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಅವ್ರು ಖಂಡಿತ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಕನ್ನಡಕ್ಕೆ ಕೊಟ್ರು ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ ಅಂತ. ನಮಗೆ ನಾವು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ತೆಲುಗಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರು ಮಾಡಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ನಾವು ಈ ಆಡಿಯನ್ಸ್, ತೆಲುಗು ಆಡಿಯನ್ಸ್ ನೋಡಿ ಅವರು ಸಿನಿಮಾನ ಓಕೆ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಕನ್ನಡದವ್ರಿಗೆ ಇಷ್ಟ ಆದ್ರೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋಣ ಅಂತ ಪ್ಲಾನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಅಲ್ಲ, ಅವ್ರು ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಭಾಷೆನೂ ರೆಡಿ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಬಟ್ ನಾವು 2 ಭಾಷೆ ತಗೊಂಡಿದೀವಿ. ಮತ್ತೆ ನಮ್ದು ಕನ್ನಡ ಪಿಕ್ಚರ್ ಆದಾಗ ನಾವಿಲ್ಲಿ ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. ತೆಲುಗು ಪಿಕ್ಚರ್ ಆಗಿದ್ರಿಂದ ಅವ್ರ ಭಾಷೆನ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹೆಂಗ್ ನೋಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ತಗೊಂಡಿದೀವಿ. ಬಟ್ ಕನ್ನಡ ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ತಗೊಳ್ತೀವಿ ಮುಂದಿನ ದಿನ. ಅಲ್ಲ, ಹೌದು, ನೋಡ್ಬೇಕಲ್ಲ ಜನ ಥಿಯೇಟ್ರಿಗೆ ಬಂದು. ನೀವ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಾ ತಗೋಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ತಗೋತೀವಿ, ಖಂಡಿತ ತಗೋತೀವಿ. ಅಲ್ಲ ಕನ್ನಡ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಆದ್ಯತೆ ಕನ್ನಡ ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದಲ್ಲಿ. ಈಗ ನಮ್ದು ಕಾಂತಾರ ಬರ್ತಿದೆ, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತಗೋತೀವಿ, ಬೇರೆಯವ್ರು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ತಗೋತಾರೆ. ಅದೇ ತರ ನಾವಿಲ್ಲಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ತೆಲುಗು ತಗೊಂಡಿದೀವಿ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕನ್ನಡನ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡಿದೀವಿ. ಜನ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಖಂಡಿತ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ಡಿಮ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಖಂಡಿತ ಕನ್ನಡ. ಕನ್ನಡ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಯಾರು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದು? ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ ಅವರು. ಅಲ್ಲಮ್ಮ, ಕನ್ನಡದ ಕೇಳಮ್ಮ, ಕನ್ನಡನ ನಾವು ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡಿದೀವಿ. ಕನ್ನಡ ಸಿನಿಮಾ ಅಲ್ವಲ್ಲಮ್ಮ ಇದು. ಕನ್ನಡ ಸಿನಿಮಾನ ನಾನು ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡಿಲ್ಲಮ್ಮ, ತೆಲುಗು ಸಿನಿಮಾ ಇದು. ಕನ್ನಡನ ನಾವು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ತೆಲುಗು ತಮಿಳಿಗೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದು, ಕನ್ನಡ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಅವರು ಬೇರೆಯವ್ರಿಗೆ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಇದೆ, ನಮ್ಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಅದೇನೆ ರೆಡಿ ಇದೆ.
So I understood what exactly is happening.
ಇರುವಂತ ಸಮಯದಲ್ಲಿದ್ದಂತ ಸವಾಲು ನೀವ್ ಹೇಗೆ ನೋಡಿದ್ರಿ? ನಿರ್ಮಾಪಕಿಯಾಗಿ ಹೇಗೆ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರಿ? ಈಗ ವಿತರಕಿಯಾಗಿ ಹೇಗೆ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಿ? ಏನ್ ಸವಾಲಿದೆ ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗಿರುವಂತ ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ?
ಹೀರೋ ಅದು ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್.
ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ.
ನಾನು ಯಶು ಹೀರೋ ಅದು ಬೇರೆ, ನಾನು ನಿರ್ಮಾಪಕಿ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಟರ್, ಅದು ಎರಡು ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್. ಒಂದೊಂದೇ ಮಾಡಿರೋದು, ಎರಡರಲ್ಲೂ ಒಂದೊಂದೇ, ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಲಾಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಮುಂದಿನ ದಿನಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್.
ಅಲ್ಲ, ಈಗಲೇ ಒಂದು ಸಿನಿಮಾದಿಂದ ಆದಂತ ಸಮಯ ಸಂದರ್ಭ ನಿಮಗೆ ಸರಿ ಹೋಗ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅನ್ನೋ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ವಿಚಾರಗಳನ್ನು ಮಾತನಾಡ್ತಾ ಬಂದಿದೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಇದು ಹಂತ ಹಂತವಾಗಿ ಹೇಗೆ ಸವಾಲುಗಳಿದೆ ಅಂತ.
ಇಲ್ಲ, ಸಿನಿಮಾ ಸರಿ ಹೋಗ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಲ್ಲ, ನನಗೆ ಥಿಯೇಟರ್ಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಆಯ್ತು. ಮುಂದಿನ ದಿನಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನೇ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಷನ್ ತಗೋತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೆ, ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಸಿಂಪಲ್.
ಓಕೆ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್, ಅದೇ ಈ ಸೆಪ್ಟೆಂಬರ್ 5ಕ್ಕೆ ಕನ್ನಡದ ಏಳುಮಲೆ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಓಂ ಶಿವಮ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು ಮತ್ತು ನಾನು ಮತ್ತು ಗುಂಡ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಅದ್ರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಪ್ಯಾನ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಸಿನಿಮಾ ಅಂತ ಮದರಾಸಿ ಅಂತ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಘಾಟಿ. ಸೊ ಏನ್ ಸವಾಲುಗಳಿದಾವೆ? ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಥಿಯೇಟರ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಕೊತ್ತರೋಡಿ ಆಗಿತ್ತು, ಇದೇ ಸಿನಿಮಾಗಳಿಂದ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಹೊರಭಾಷೆ ಸಿನಿಮಾಗಳು ಮತ್ತು ಕನ್ನಡದ ಸಿನಿಮಾಗಳು ಕಾಂಪಿಟೇಷನ್ ಇಂದ ನಿಮಗೆ ಥಿಯೇಟರ್ ಕೊರತೆ ಆಗಿತ್ತು. ಬಟ್ ಈಗ ಏನ್ ಸವಾಲುಗಳನ್ನ ತಗೋತಿದ್ರೆ ಈ ಸಿನಿಮಾ?
ಅಲ್ಲ, ಅವಾಗ ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ರ ಹತ್ರ ಕೇಳಬೇಕಿತ್ತು. ಇವಾಗ ನಾನೇ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಟರ್ ಆಗಿದ್ರಿಂದ ನನಗೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಅನುಕೂಲ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅನ್ಕೋತೀನಿ.
ಪುಷ್ಪಮ್ಮ, ಅನುಷ್ಕಾ ಶೆಟ್ಟಿ ಅವರ ಪಾತ್ರ ನಿಮ್ಮ ನಿಜ ಜೀವನಕ್ಕೆ ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ. ಯಾಕಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಟ್ರೈಲರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡೋದಾದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರು ಕಂಡಕ್ಟರ್ ಆಗಿ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡಿರುವಂತದ್ದು, ಅರುಣ್ ಸರ್ ಡ್ರೈವರ್ ಆಗಿದ್ರು, ಬಸ್ ಡ್ರೈವರ್ ಆಗಿದ್ರು. ಸೊ ಇದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ
ಎಲ್ಲದಕ್ಕೂ ನನ್ನೇ ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀಯ ನೀನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಬಾ, ನೀನ್ ಆಚೆಗೆ ಬಾ. ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಸರ್, ಪಾಪ ಈ ಅಮ್ಮ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಜೋರು ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಮಾತಾಡಿ. ನೀನ್ ಆಚೆ ಬಾ. ಕಂಡಕ್ಟರ್ ಆದ್ರೂ ನನ್ನೇ ಹೋಲಿಸ್ತೀಯ, ಅರುಣ್ ಕುಮಾರ್ ಡ್ರೈವರ್ ಆದ್ರೂ ನನ್ನೇ ಹೋಲಿಸ್ತೀಯ, ಯಶ್ ಹೀರೋ ಆದ್ರೂ ನನ್ನೇ ಹೋಲಿಸ್ತೀಯ. ಒಳ್ಳೆದಲ್ವಾ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕು.
ಅನುಷ್ಕಾ ಶೆಟ್ಟಿ ಅವ್ರ ಪಾತ್ರ ಕಂಡಕ್ಟರ್
ಅಲ್ಲಮ್ಮ, ಹೆಣ್ಮಕ್ಳಿಗೆ ಪ್ರೋತ್ಸಾಹ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದ ಕಥೆ ಮಾಡಿದಾರಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಖುಷಿ ಪಡಮ್ಮ. ಇವತ್ತು ಹೆಣ್ಣಿಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲೂ ಜಾಗನೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಹೆಣ್ಮಕ್ಳನ್ನ ಅಡಿಗೆ ಮನೆ ಹಾಕೋ ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರು ನೀಟಾಗಿ ಸಿನಿಮಾ ತೋರಿಸಿ ಕಂಡಕ್ಟರ್ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು, ಡ್ರೈವರ್ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು.
ಅದೇ ಮೇಡಮ್, ಪಾತ್ರದ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ನಾನು.
ನನಗೆ ನಮ್ಮಪ್ಪ ಓದಿಸಿದ್ರೆ ನೀನ್ ಅದನ್ನ ಕೇಳಬಹುದಿತ್ತು. ನನಗೆ ಅದೇ
ನನ್ನ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆನೇ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿಲ್ಲ ನೀವು.
ಒಂದೇ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ನನಗೆ.
ನನ್ನ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆನೇ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿಲ್ಲ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರು ಕಂಡಕ್ಟರ್ ಪಾತ್ರದಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ರೆ ಇದು ನಿಮ್ ನಿಜ ಜೀವನ ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ ಹೇಗೆ?
ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಅದೇನಾದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಅಪ್ಪ ಓದಿಸಿದ್ರೆ ಕಂಡಕ್ಟರ್ ಆಗ್ಬೋದಿತ್ತು, ನಾನು ಆಗಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಹೋಗಲ್ಲ. ಅನುಷ್ಕಾ ಶೆಟ್ಟಿ ನೋಡ್ಬೇಕಷ್ಟೇ ನಾನು ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು. ಈ ಸಂಬಂಧ ಇಲ್ಲ ನನಗೆ.
ಗಾಡಿ ಟೈಟಲ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಸೂಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ
ಒಳ್ಳೇದಲ್ವಾ? ನಾನು ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಮಾಡಿ, ನನ್ಗೆ ಇನ್ನೂ ಒಳ್ಳೇದು. ಗಾಡಿ ಅನ್ನಿ ಅಥವಾ ಫೈರ್ ಅನ್ನಿ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ನನಗೆ ಪುಷ್ಪ ಫೈರ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈಗ ಘಾಟಿ ಫೈರ್. ಓಕೆ, ಒಳ್ಳೇದು, ತುಂಬಾ ಖುಷಿ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಇವಾಗ ಹೆಣ್ಮಕ್ಳು ಸಿನಿಮಾ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಖುಷಿ ಪಡೋದು. ನಾನು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೆಣ್ಮಕ್ಳಿಗೆ ಪ್ರೋತ್ಸಾಹ ಕೊಡೋದು. ನಮ್ಗೆಲ್ಲ ಆತರ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಇರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ, ನಮ್ಗೆ ಆಚೆ ಕಳಿಸ್ತಿರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಇವತ್ತೆಲ್ಲ ಹೆಣ್ಮಕ್ಳಿಗೆ ಎಂತೆಂತ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಖುಷಿಯಿಂದ ನೀವಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ.
ಖಂಡಿತವಾಗ್ಲೂ ಖುಷಿಯಿಂದ ಮೇಡಮ್, ನೀವು ನಿರ್ಮಾಪಕಿಯಾಗಿ ವಿತರಕಿಯಾಗಿ ಬರ್ತಿರುವಂತದ್ದು. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಕಾಯ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ.
ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ, ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಓಡಾಡ್ತಿರ್ತೀನಿ, ನಿನ್ಗೆ ಇಂಟರ್ವ್ಯೂ ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಅದ್ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ಮುಂದಿನ ದಿವಸದಲ್ಲಿ ರೆಡಿ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಹೇಳೋಣ. ಈಗ ಯಾಕೆ ಮಾತಾಡೋದು? ನಾನಂತೂ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಮಾಡಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಹೇಳೋಣ. ತುಂಬಾ ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಇದು ಮಾಡೋದ ಅದು ಮಾಡೋದ ಅಂತ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಈಗ ಎಲ್ಲಾರ್ಗೂ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ನಮ್ದೇ ಮಾತ್ರ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಬೇರೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕನ್ನಡನೂ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಇನ್ನೇನ್ ಬೇರೆ ನಮ್ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡದೇ ಇರ್ತೀವ, ಕನ್ನಡದು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಯಾಕೆ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ? ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಟರ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಲ್ವಾ? ನಾವು ಕನ್ನಡದವರು ಕನ್ನಡ ಮಾಡದೇ ಇರ್ತೀವ? ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ನೀವು ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ನಾಳೆ ಕೊಡಿ. ಆಯ್ತಾ? ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ಸಿಗ್ತದೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟರು ನಾಳೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಅಲ್ಲ ಕೊಡಿ, ಮತ್ತೆ ತಗೊಬನ್ನಿ. ನೋಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟೆ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಎಲ್ಲೂ ಹೈದರಾಬಾದ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ ನೋಡಿ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಇಲ್ಲ, ಆತರ ನನ್ಗೆ ಆತರ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿಲ್ಲ. ಒಂದು ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದ್ರು ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತಾಡಿದೀವಿ, ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಮಾತಾಡ್ಸಿ ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಜೊತೆ ಹೋಗಿದ್ದೆ. ಈಗ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿಲ್ಲ ನನಗೆ. ಅವರು ಏನೋ ಬೇರೆ ಬಿಸಿ ಇದ್ರು. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಭೇಟಿ ಆಗ್ತೀನಿ. ಭೇಟಿಯಾಗಿ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಫೋಟೋ ಹಾಕ್ತೀನಿ. ಸಿನಿಮಾ ನಾವು ನೋಡಿದೀವಿ, ನಮ್ಗೆ ಇಷ್ಟ ಆಗಿದೆ. ನಮ್ಮ ಆಡಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕು. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ದು ಏನು ಇರಲ್ಲ, ನಾವು ಬರೀ ಮಾಲೀಕರು ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಆದ್ರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಉತ್ತರ ಕೊಡೋದು ನೀವೆಲ್ಲ ನೋಡಿ, ಸಿನಿಮಾ ನೋಡಿ ನೀವ್ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕು. ಎಲ್ಲ ನನ್ನ ಮೇಲೆ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ
ಅದನ್ನ ಗಣಪ ನಾನು
ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ಅದು ಇನ್ನೂ ಒಂದು 3-4 ದಿನ ಇದೆ. ನಮ್ ಟೀಮ್ ಜೊತೆ ಡಿಸ್ಕಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನಾನು ಅನೌನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಸಿನಿಮಾ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಬರಲ್ಲ, ನನ್ನ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಕೇಳಲ್ಲ. ಅಮ್ಮ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಜೈ, ಅಮ್ಮನಿಗೆ ಜೈ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಎಷ್ಟೇ ಯಾಕೆ ಕೇಳ್ತಾನೆ? ನಾವು ಅವ್ನ್ ಬೆಳೆಸಿರೋದು ಕೇಳಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಅವ್ನ್ ಕೇಳಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಮಗ ಅಮ್ಮನ್ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಅಮ್ಮ ಮಗನ್ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಹೇಳಮ್ಮ ಕೊಡಬಾರ್ದು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕೊಡಲ್ಲ, ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕಾ ಕೊಡ್ಬಾರ್ದ? ಕೊಡ್ಬೋದಲ್ವಾ? ಯಾರಿಗಾರು ಕೊಡ್ಬೋದಲ್ವಾ? ನೀನ್ ಹೇಳಿದ ಮೇಲೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟೆ ಕೊಡೋಣ, ಒಳ್ಳೇದಲ್ವಾ? ಪ್ರಯತ್ನದಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೀವಿ, ಕೊಟ್ಟರೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ನೋಡ್ಬೇಕು, ಪ್ರಯತ್ನದಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೀವಿ. ನಾವು ಬೇರೆ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಹತ್ರ ಮಾತುಕತೆ ಮಾಡಿ ತಗೋತೀವಿ, ಕೊಟ್ಟರೆ ಒಳ್ಳೇದಲ್ವಾ? ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕಲ್ಲ. ನಾವಿನ್ನು ಈಗ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀವಿ, ಅವ್ರು ಯಾರ್ಯಾರು ಕ್ಯಾಮ್ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ನೀವು ಕೊಡಿಸ್ತೀರಾ? ಕೊಡಿಸ್ತೀರಾ? ಕೊಡ್ಸಿ, ನಾಳೆ ತಗೋತೀನಿ, ಕೊಡ್ಸಿ. ಓಕೆನಾ? ಅಡ್ವಾನ್ಸ್ ಬೇಕಾ? ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಕೊಡ್ಸಿ. ಹತ್ರ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತೀರಾ? ಎಲ್ಲ ನನ್ನ ಮೇಲೆ ಹೇಳ್ಬಾರ್ದು. ನೀವು ಕೊಡ್ಸಿ, ನಾನು ತಗೋತೀನಿ. ನಾಳೆ ಎಲ್ರಿ ಅಡ್ವಾನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಕೊಡಿಸ್ತಾರಂತೆ, ಕೊಡಿಸ್ತೀರಿ? ಯಶು ಮನೆಗಲ್ಲ, ನಿಮಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟೆಲ್ಲ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಅಭಿಮಾನಿಗಳು. ಅವನು ನೀವ್ ಹೇಳಿದಂಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಮನೆಗೆ ಅವ್ನು ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ. ಅವನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದು ನಾವು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸಿನಿಮಾ ವಿಷಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಅವ್ನು ನಮ್ಮ ಮಾತು ಕೇಳಲ್ಲ. ಕೊಟ್ರೆ ಖಂಡಿತ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ನೀವು ಸಾಕ್ಷಿ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಎಲ್ಲರ ಮುಂದೆ ಕೊಡಿಸಿ ನಾವು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಕೊಡಿಸ್ತೀರಲ್ವಾ? ಕೇಳಿ ಅನ್ನೋದು. ಹಾ, ಅದನ್ನ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಳಿ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಳಿ, ಎಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಮೀಟಿಂಗ್ ಬರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಳಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಕ್ಬಿಟ್ರು ಅವ್ರ ಅಮ್ಮ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಸಿಕ್ಕಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಬಾಂಬೆ ಪ್ರೆಸ್ ಮೀಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ. ಎಷ್ಟು ಸಿಕ್ಕಿಲ್ಲ, ಪುಷ್ಪ ಸಿಕ್ಕಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀರ. ಅಲ್ಲ ಆಯ್ತಾ?
ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್.
ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆ ನಾವು ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದಲ್ಲಿ ರಿಲೀಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಯಾರು ನೋಡ್ತಾರೆ ನೋಡ್ಬೋದು, ಬೇರೆ ಭಾಷೆ ತಮಿಳ್ನಾಡವ್ರು ನೋಡ್ಬೋದು. ಎಲ್ಲ ಆಲ್ ಓವರ್ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಮಾಡಿದೀವಪ್ಪ. ಯಾರ್ಯಾರು ನೋಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕನ್ನಡನು ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ. ಅಪ್ರೋಚ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೀವಿ. ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸಾಹೇಬ್ರು ಅವರು ಓನರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಎಲ್ಲ ಒಂದಿಗೆ ಕೊಡಲ್ಲ ರೀ, ಅದಕ್ಕೂ ಒಂದು ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಅಡ್ವಾನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ.
ಸರ್ ವಾಪಸ್ ರಿಟರ್ನ್ ಫ್ಲೈಟ್ ಇದೆ ಚೆನ್ನೈಗೆ.
ಓಕೆ ಸರ್.
ವಾಪಸ್ ರಿಟರ್ನ್ ಫ್ಲೈಟ್ ಇದೆ ಚೆನ್ನೈಗೆ. ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು.
ಮತ್ತೆ ಕೇಳೋಣ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದ್ಸಲ ಸಿಗೋಣ, ಮಾತಾಡೋಣ ಎಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ
ಮತ್ತೆ ಮೇಡಮ್ ಸಿಗ್ತಾರೆ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಟೀಮ್ ಬ್ಯಾಟಿಂಗ್.